Now that you have a property on the market, let's show you how buyer's agents can interact with your platform and make offers. Now, one quick important thing to note on this is every offer is tracked down to the second. So as a broker, team lead, or even an agent, this is a crucial step. Regardless of the number of listings you have, offers are very important to be able to know who made it, when they made it, was it received, was it sent to the seller, what phase it's in, and all of that is tracked and recorded within your iList platform. So let me show you how easy this is. So in your console, you're active on the market now. The seller is active on the market now, so you're ready to receive offers. So in the MLS, what you're going to do is you're going to advertise and say, hey, buyer's agents, to make offers, go to my website /offers to make an offer on this property. You can post that special provisions. You can make an attachment on the MLS. Whatever is the easiest thing in your market to do that and drive buyer's agents here. If the buyer agent comes, clicks make an offer, notice they will see all of your active properties. In this case, we only have one that's available for offers, and you can simply click make an offer. It'll ask you, are you an agent? Yes or no. If you say no, it'll capture your data, send it to you so you can work as a buyer lead. If they say, yes, I am an agent, very simple process. Agent comes in and registers real quick. So I'm just going to call this buy agent at email.com. We're going to do this live real quick here. This is going to be called BA Broker 123 Maine. We'll do Tampa, Florida. So buyer's agent creates an account literally that fast, that easy, and they hit register. When the buyer agent creates their account, it's going to say, great, give me your buyer information. Let's call this home buyer. Be really creative on names today. We're going to say it is a owner occupant and they're working with Wells Fargo. I don't have the lender's information, so I'll leave that blank for now. Offer price, I'm going to say they want to offer $400,000 for this house. They're going to use a conventional loan, put 10% down, earnest money of $5,000. We'll say the seller wants a home, the buyer's asking the seller to pay a home warranty. We get 15-day inspection diligence days for $150. Let's say this buyer's also wanting $5,000 cost paid by the seller, survey paid by seller, title paid by seller. It's not contingent on the sale of another home. And for demo's sake, no HOA. Close date, we're going to close this guy at the end of June. And notice it brings in the buyer's agent commission as well as your preferred title closure you set up on your profile. Other note, this is where the buyer agent can input additional notes, terms about the offer, notes from buyer agent, etc. You can upload a copy of the contract if you like, and the buyer agent simply says accept and submits the offer. Now, when the buyer agent submits the offer, they get success, but also notice this. The buyer agent has a custom dashboard also within your platform. So up here, you're still on your branded platform, but the buyer agent now has a specific login, and this is where they can keep track of their offer. Initial offer, price, close date, title company, everything that they just input is tracked here, as well as if they would have uploaded documents, they would be here, and they can click view their offer, and it'll open up a screenshot of the offer they just submitted with their notes. So everything on every offer is tracked. Okay. So a buyer agent just made an offer and it literally took a few minutes to do so. When the buyer agent did that, they got a custom dashboard. Let's go into your side as a agent now. When I hit refresh on my screen, I am receiving an email that I have a new offer, as well as notice my offer screen is live here, and I can work the offer in my offer tab. So I click offers. Notice a initial offer came in about a minute ago on this property from this buyer's agent And here are the offer details. So I can click here and work the offer from within here, or I can go back to my properties and I can work the offer from within my properties. So when I click on offer, it expands the offer down. Now, if this was a multiple offer situation, it would stack the offers right on top of each other, which make it very easy to track and manage on all party side. So let's see what this offer is. I'm going to click the initial offer. I'm going to review the offer. We do what we call our 30-second agent review. We look at it. We make sure there's nothing illegal, nothing misspelled, a digit in the wrong spot. And we say, okay, not a bad offer, 414, listed at, they're offering 400. We come in here and listing actions. This is where I'm going to put my note to the seller. Say, hey, seller, new offer. You should counter. So I'm going to put my notes into my seller, and I simply hit approve. When I do this, this offer is being sent directly to the seller. The seller is getting a text message and an email saying, congratulations, you have a new offer. They're being directed to their dashboard. And let's go ahead and refresh our screen now real quick. Let me log back in as a seller. It automatically logged me in as a buyer. So give me 1 second. Let's just log out and let's see what our home seller sees. So when the home seller goes to your site, let's log back in. This was test@seller.com. So seller gets a text, they get an email saying, hey, congratulations, you have a new offer. So the seller could be at dinner with family, friends, they get a text, they can see all their terms, they can take action right there, or they can go to their platform and notice you have one offer that needs your attention, and it automatically opens up the offer right here. It shows the terms and the net offer to the seller. So once again, if it was multiple offers, it would stack them on top right for a seller to make it easy. As a seller, you can hit view offer, opens up the offer terms, and a seller can easily accept, reject, or counter, and notice they can see the notes that I gave them. So seller's going to say, you know what, I'll make a counter on this. I'm going to counter at 410. And I'm going to leave all the other terms the exact same. Countered at 410K. So seller puts a note back to me and hits submit counter. Are you sure you want to submit this? Yes, I am. Seller can then go right back to their dashboard. And now notice it changes the status to seller countered offer. So it keeps track of each party and the actions they take. Me as an agent, I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I'm going to refresh my screen. Once again, I'm doing this process very quickly. Very rarely does it take place this quickly. So I go back. I can come up here to my offers tab once again, and I can see that about 29 seconds ago, a seller made a counter on this property. I can access it through here, or I can go back to my properties. I'm going to go back to my properties, and I'm going to click on offers. Notice we have a seller counter offer now, and because it's red, it means I have not approved it. You as an agent get to be the middle guy, and you get to approve the offer and push it back and forth to each party. Now, quick note, if this was a flat fee, the offer goes straight to the other party. You still see everything and your platform tracks it, but it does not stop with you. This happens to be a 2% full service, so it is stopping with us. So let's look at the seller counter offer. Notice when I open it up, everything that changed is highlighted in red. A very crucial feature here. Same thing for seller, same thing for buyer's agent, same thing on your side. Everything that's changed is highlighted in red. I can see the notes from the seller. I can see the notes from the buyer's agent. The seller only sees notes from you, and the buyer agent only sees notes from you. So now let's pretend this buyer was out of town, or the buyer agent says, hey, I'm driving. Can you do this for me? My buyer accepts your seller's counter. You can come in here on behalf of buyer and say, accepting, and you can hit accept. All right, do you want to accept on behalf of the buyer? Yes, I do. When you do so, it changes to buyer accepted offer. When I go to the seller dashboard now, notice I'll refresh it. and it says buyer accepted offer. Notice it's not saying under contract, it's saying buyer accepted offer because the seller always has the chance to confirm the acceptance. So in this case, as a seller, for demo's sake, I'm going to say, yes, I do confirm the acceptance of this offer. And when they do that, it opens it up, and all they do is simply hit accept offer. Go to my dashboard. Now it shows offer has been accepted by the seller. Let's go to your dashboard as the agent, refresh our page, catch it up here. I open the offer up. You as the agent have the final say-so in everything. So you confirm the seller's acceptance by approving it. And as you approve it, notice the status just changed to pending contract. When I go back to the seller's dashboard and refresh this, notice it says pending contract now. So the offer process can negotiate very, very quickly. And most importantly, everything is tracked. The seller can see an offer history, and you as the agent can see an offer history. We track notes, we track who acted on whose behalf, and of course, all of the terms. So now that the offer's been accepted, let's look at the task. Notice you have a task that says create contract and send to buyer. If you do this, great, create it, send it out to the other agent, and get it signed. My team, we actually have the buyer's agents draft the contracts for us, so I typically just save and complete this task. Review the contract from the buyer. So the contract comes back to you, signed by the buyer. You review all state documents, make sure all the terms match, and you say, great, I'm now going to send to my seller for electronic signatures. And I would upload a copy of the buyer signed contract, hit save and complete. Now I have a task that says review contract from the seller and execute. So the seller has sent it back to me. I review it to make sure that everything matches the terms, and I simply put in the executed date. So that in today's case, that's the 26th. By me putting in today's date, the platform automatically knows when earnest money is due, when the option period of diligence is up, when I should check on the appraisal, when the closing date is, because it brings in all of the negotiated terms right here and creates your custom contract to close workflow. If we're going to use our preferred title company, I simply hit preferred. Notice it populated all of the information. I would upload a contract, executed contract right here, and I hit save and complete. When I do so, let me refresh my screen, catch it up. Notice we are now under contract. When the seller logs back into their screen, notice that they are officially, let me refresh real fast, under contract, and it shows their offer terms, what was accepted, but most importantly, it shows the closing activities on what you're going to do on that seller's behalf. As you clear task off on your side, it automatically crosses them off on the seller side, making it a very easy and educational process for the seller. Your side as an agent, you have contract to close tasks that guide you through exactly what to do, option fee, earnest money. For every key step, you have a task all the way through closing and funding. So once again, regardless if you're the best agent in the world or brand new to contracts and closing, our intuitive task flow will walk you right through the process and ensure that your follow-up is there and your contract is closed.